was born in Brooklyn in 1953 and grew up there until I was 13 when my parents died. And I've been on my own ever since. I lived out of a little suitcase and just started working in the retailing industry. By my early 40s, I was having vision problems. I started not being able to see color, and it found out my diagnosis of retinitis pigmentosa, or RP for short. As my vision got worse and worse, I started walking into signs outside, and I wasn't seeing cars stopped in front of me. It became so dangerous that I just got to the point where I stopped going out completely. For about 3 or 4 years, I did not go out of my apartment. May 16th, 2015, I had a heart attack. It was really the scariest thing I've ever had to go through, not knowing what was happening. I have no friends or family here and no support, and I was going through all this completely alone.
When Mark first came to JFS, he was pretty isolated. Knowing that we were a Jewish agency really helped him feel instantly comfortable to ask for our help.
Because of my anxiety level, I was missing a lot of doctor's appointments. If it wasn't for JFS going to doctor's visits with me, I don't know what I would be doing. They've been able to give me the help that I've needed, which is keeping me healthy. Before JFS, I was having to stop tenants in the lobby of my apartment house if they were going to the store to pick me up things. The support person that I have that comes once a week actually does my shopping for me, and they also will do some light cleaning. At my doctor's visits, my blood pressure would spike, and that was one of the reasons my cardiologist kept bringing up the fact of needing bypass surgery. JFS bought me a home blood pressure monitor, which I started using. And when I went to my cardiologist, I was able to bring out my blood pressure monitor. My blood pressure was in the standard range, so I don't need bypass surgery. That one piece of equipment that they bought for me has reduced my stress level more than anything else.
Mark is really excited that he's been having a volunteer from our community come who can read him the newspaper, help him sort his mail. He's also really looking forward to getting a basket from our volunteer services for Passover. It's the first time he'll be able to get something for the holidays in a very long time.
I don't know how to put into words how wonderful the people here have been. Now that I can't see, I'm able to hear a lot in voices. The empathy that I hear in their voices just really, really is amazing. Being able to put yourself in other people's shoes, and that's what I found dealing with JFS.
My name is Jenna, and I became a mother almost 2 years ago. It is the most transformative thing I've been through. When Doran was born, I had a month of unpaid maternity leave, and then I came back to work, and 2 months after my maternity leave was unexpectedly let go.
So it was like, okay, we can figure this out. I was working 5, 6, 7 days. And then when I got let go, it was a complete shock. I thought my life was over.
We were really scrambling. We had signed a lease for a house. We didn't know how we were going to pay our rent. We didn't know how we were going to pay our utilities. We were short on food.
I was shocked there was a place that did all the things that JFS does.
We were offered food assistance, and I was reluctant to do that because I'd never been to a food bank, and I thought it might feel really demoralizing, and it was not at all. It was really amazing just to know that we could go and get eggs, and we could have bread, and we could get fresh produce. They're like, oh, well, you're on our Hanukkah list, right? We got you some gift cards and a box of presents for Doran. It was a huge relief.
The monetary help that JFS gave us was, for me, was a complete and utter shock. JFS offered to help pay a portion of our rent and our utility bill. I started crying.
One of the first people that I was introduced to here is Marla, who's one of the employment specialists here.
She was great at helping me focus and say, okay, this is how you should change your resume. This is where you can look, and don't be afraid. You need to just realize that you're good enough to do that job. Because I was scared out of my mind. Because of the things that I learned from working with JFS, I went from being a prep cook to a leadership role. When we opened a new restaurant the company I worked for, I got to go open that restaurant, and it's been a huge, wonderful, eye-opening experience.
You know, Marla's always encouraged me around my skill sets, and I'm doing skincare consulting with a company that I really believe in.
What JFS gave me was the confidence that, my family would be taken care of, but also that I can take care of myself.
It's still tight, it's still challenging, but I don't feel like we're just flapping in the wind. I feel like we have people that care about us and feel supported.
The life in Sudan was quiet and normal and very good life.
We came from a big family. We are very close and very connected.
But when the war started in Darfur, I don't know how to describe it. The day they come and attack our hometown, everyone was running away and they are shooting. Two of my friends and my grandmother died that day. We ran away from Darfur to Malaysia. When you are a refugee, you don't have any right in Malaysia. You don't have the right to work, you don't have the right to study, so you have to find your own way. My father had a problem in the liver.
My dad was not able to get any treatment over there. My mom went to the UN and they were like, we will send you to United States.
I'm over 18, so my file was separate from my family file. They have to go first, then I will catch them later. So I just agreed because I need my father to get the treatment. I was waiting to travel from Malaysia 4 years and a half. When my daughter was born, I gave her my mom's name because when I call her name, I remember my family.
We began working with our client to reunite him with his family in the United States in December.
I left my house, I sell everything, I was preparing to leave.
EFS found an apartment for him and we all were 100% ready and we were expecting him to come the next day.
But when they told me that my flight is cancelled, I don't know. I just was crying. I don't know where to go, what to do.
We started making calls to the relatives, informing them that unfortunately they would not be reunited.
Some people saying that it's for 120 days and other people saying that maybe it's gonna be forever. I was even, I think, to commit suicide, you know that?
GFS called me and they told me that if you heard anything from my brother, we need to inform them and they will try their best to bring my brother here. They really stood for us and I do really appreciate that.
When I heard about the judge, he stopped the president order, so I was, oh yeah, there are a chance for me. I remember he called me, I was in the market, he said, are you ready to fly? I said, yes, if you want me to come now, I will come. I didn't sleep that night. When I was in airplane and they're saying that we are landing in Seattle, I didn't believe. I go out and I find the weather was fading. I realized that I'm in the United States.
I was over the moon to see my brother because I thought that I won't be seeing him again. And he's not just my brother, he's my best friend.
Everyone was excited to see me, but they were more excited to see my daughter. My mom, when she saw her, she just took her and hugged her and she said, from today, I won't give it to you. Finally, I see my dad. My father had a liver transplant. He was standing and he came and hugged me. I never feel that happiness in my life. GFS got my apartment. They bring for me the necessities that I need to use.
And then the next day started our services of getting them accustomed to the U.S., having them meet with an employment specialist, teaching them how to use the bus, and we'll continue to work with them over the next few weeks as they enroll in English classes, helping connect them to education opportunities.
I want to be a computer engineer. To hear that you're able to work and study freely is very good. I'm feeling happy for myself and for my entire family, and especially my daughter. I didn't believe that, one day I'm gonna be here. So it's like I'm living my dream.